to break down TSM's 9th win of the split.
Thank you, Frick, Sir Freak, as coined earlier in the broadcast. A solid win by TSM there, showing dominating form, as Freak had pointed out, in that they are looking to no longer become complacent, and I believe they did that there. They didn't, futz around in the mid game anymore. They just went for it.
Yep, no more toying with their food. They just went straight for the throat. They were done.
Showing that they can overcome the AP Ezreal buy strategy.
And that's an unfortunate thing. I mean, we have to take that into consideration when we look at this loss for Dignitas, is the fact that they had, an AP Vi in the jungle. She comes out of the jungle with no wards after her first back because she can't even clear enough camps to get that vision control, and is playing from a deficit the entire way through the game.
Honestly, I feel so bad for Zingy for his first game in the LCS. Not only did he already have to go up against TSM, the #1 team, but he has to go up against them on Vi with AP runes. I've done this before. When you forget to switch rune pages, it's a terrible experience trying to clear early with AP runes. And on top of that, like their team, they
talk to me, Kobe. Talk to me about their team.
I feel like they were in Champion Select and they got down to the last pick and they picked in Ezreal, and then they're like, oh, we don't have any AP, guys. And Shifter was like, I got this. Don't worry, I'm gonna go AP Ezreal. And Ziggy's like, yeah, me too. I'm gonna go AP too. We're gonna be fine. But like, even if you're planning on going AP Ezreal this game,
not.
Once you see Lissandra and Maokai and picking that into, they went into this game with a really, really, really steep hill to climb.
Exactly, yeah.
Try and come back.
There might be a time and a place for an AP Ezreal, but it is not against a Maokai and a Lissandra, because you're forced to be more aggressive with Eing in and being in range for Ws.
You also can't burst anybody either. And even if there is a squishy, Maokai's going to make them less squishy.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, the Arcane Shift is even a part of the AP Ezreal combo, but to do it, you have to be close, and you're going to get
locked up.
Yeah, so I do want to jump into our replay, because it was a fun interaction in the bottom lane. And this is one of the, if we analyze Zingy's play, he was in the right place at the right time for a counter gank. So we're going to go to that 6-minute mark into the game, the first gank attempt down in the bot lane. And Kobe, I'm going to let you run with this one.
All right, so this is a pretty cool play, because they see Vi coming. So Santorin sneaks into the bush, and they're trying to play this one and bait it in. So let's roll this clip. And we'll see Zingy does come down. And Vi, when you get your Vault Breaker off, it turns your whole body. If anybody touches your body, then they get hit with the Vault Breaker and they get knocked up. But Santorin uses the Rek'Sai extra range from Unburrow, but it's just not fair in this matchup. All he has to do is auto attack on Vi as he's coming in, and you get the extra range. You never have to touch the body of Vi, so you don't get hit with Vault Breaker. And Rek'Sai just, wins that matchup there and saves Sivir.
It was a great snipe there too by Shifter, at least making it a 1-for-1 in that exchange.
I kind of got lost in the Rek'Sai Vi interaction there, but what I really want to touch on also was the cool synergy. Wild Turtle and Less Boy trust each other so much that he was like, my shield is on cooldown, I'm going to Janna shield you, so you flash in for this one auto attack, because he thought that would be just enough to kill him, and it wasn't quite enough, and Santorin even follows on with it as well. These guys their teamwork is really, really strong right now.
Yep, that Prey Seeker has deceptive range.
It is 1600.
Yeah, it's
the same range as your Tremor Sense to compensate.
And we do also, that does bring up the point, and Jat gave credit where credit was due during the game. The Santorin was utilizing the kit from Rek'Sai really well that game in checking bushes, knowing that there is even the possibility that somebody is sitting in there not moving, because your Tremor Sense does not reveal people who are standing still.
Yeah, I think you can just spam that as Rek'Sai. It's free to cast, low cooldown. Should always be checking brush with it.
It also has almost no cast time on it. The frames on it are extremely low. It used to at one point, but then it's just, nope, it didn't feel good. Yeah. So you can immediately burrow and cast Q at the same time, and it flies out.
Should do that while clearing in the jungle as well.
Awesome.
People also always forget to get off a Q before they get another knock.
Before they unburrow. Yeah, absolutely. So at the end of the day, like we said, we can't put too much stock into just one game. I mean, regardless of the setback of having the AP runes, I like to think that we give people a game or two to really fall into the routine of the LCS.
Zingy deserves more of a chance, because that was not a fair game.
But what do we look then for him to do? Is there a lesson to be learned from this game aside from Picking the right masteries.
Pick Fiddlesticks next time you have your Fiddlesticks room page.
Well, that wouldn't have been a bad Fiddlesticks comp either. Like just looking at it, right? You want some AP damage if you're running double AD. You want some big AP threat, and if they're going to dive your
they were
backline,
playing on an AP Ezreal the whole time.
It's somewhat of a zoning threat. I don't know. Well, anyway, we'll have to see. We'll have to see. I would be very curious to see him pull out one of those, interesting champion picks in the Fiddlesticks or the Karthus just to see things shaken up in the LCS, and it might throw some teams off guard. Well, there is still more League coming your way after this break. CounterLogic Gaming faces off against WinterFox. Stay with us.
Guys, we're gearing up for our next match. It's Team Solo Mid versus Team Dignitas. Level 5 Rek'Sai flash knock up onto Core JJ as well. The binding misses. The flash from Wild Turtle is not enough to engage. They're going to find a whole lot with Asandra and Maokai. One casualty so far, make that two. TSM fighting under inhibitor turret.
Zingy, kill Zingy. I'm hurting Art. As ulted. I'm going for core.
Rin. Morgana ulted, going to pop the instant zonies as well, which means he dodges Core JJ's ultimate, and it's a 1-for-0 so far as Zingy also getting caught. TSM in control the entire time.